John Maxwell, well-known author on leadership, has a quote, and it's one of my favorite. If you are leading and no one is following, you are not leading, you are out for a walk. I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership, and we want to make sure all the sales managers of the world aren't just out taking leisurely walks. So we invite you to join us on October 4th for a free webinar on hiring, selecting, and building a top performance team. Here's several reasons why companies engage us to help develop their sales managers. Number one, hiring and selection. Jim Collins said it best. Get the right people on the bus in the right seats, because when you know how to identify and hire top producers, it makes your job as a sales leader much easier. More than once we've heard this complaint. Gosh, the person I interviewed didn't show up to work. As they say in the South, that dog don't hunt. We're going to make sure that you're hiring dogs that hunt and close business. The second thing we work with sales managers on are training and coaching skills. You know, it's interesting. You've heard the story. Top sales producer gets promoted to sales manager, and then they're sitting in that new seat and they realize, wow, the skills that made me a top sales producer are very different than the skills needed for sales management. Because it's no longer about how good you are, it's only about how good you can make others. How can you transfer your knowledge, attitudes, skills, behaviors, and habits? We will teach you the key principles behind training and coaching. It's actually simpler than you think. And last but not least, let's talk about leadership. We don't want you taking those long walks. We're one of the only sales training firms that have incorporated emotional intelligence training into our sales training process and sales management process. There is a growing body of research that shows emotionally intelligent leaders are more effective leaders, and it makes sense. If you know yourself, you understand yourself, what triggers you, you're going to have a better understanding of others. Because often this might be the first time you've had to give performance feedback, hold people accountable, or you know what? Hold up the mirror and be that truth teller. We want to develop your emotional intelligence so you can be that effective leader that develops followers. So join us on October 4th for a free webinar. We'll give you a high-level overview of our sales management program, Take the Lead, because we consider ourselves the coach's coach. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership.